Good evening, members of the Budget Committee and members of the City Council. Thank you for your service on this committee, and we welcome you here tonight. My name is Neil Ladati. I am your interim Assistant City Manager and also your Legislative and Public Affairs Director. It's my honor to present the City Manager's Office budget for fiscal year 21, keeping in mind that we are in the middle of the COVID crisis and the work happening around COVID, and this will have a drastic change to our budget, and we will bring that back to you in the fall. In the meantime, this presentation is more of the status quo fiscal year 21 budget. It also gives you a high-level understanding of how the City Manager's Office works and the projects that we're working on and what our budget looks like now, which I think will be helpful as we move forward. So the City Manager's Office provides leadership and guidance in implementing citywide policies and objectives developed by our Mayor and Council. Work extremely closely with our Mayor and Council. Mayor and Council works closely with the community. They bring in those priorities from the community, focus on those, and then provide us guidance. We invest in the efforts and strategies to support a high level of customer service to our City Council. We provide policy implementation, organizational oversight, economic development, community outreach, and local, state, and federal lobbying services. The City Manager is the Chief Administrative Officer of the City, advises the City Council, and provides facilitation of community services. We have 7 FTE across the City Manager's Office. Staff in the City Manager's Office support a variety of functions. Those responsibilities include the City Recorder functions, economic development, including recruitment and retention, and regular interaction with local businesses, legislative and intergovernmental relations at both the state and federal level, city elections, media relations and public outreach, management of boards, commissions, and committees, as well as website maintenance, administration of the city budget, and staffing of the Springfield Economic Development Agency, or CEDA, and you'll hear from them later. The department is funded through a variety of multiple funds. The general fund is the main fund that provides services for the City Manager's Office. You see on the chart here, we'll see a slight decrease in the general fund currently in the proposed fiscal year 21 budget. We'll see an increase in transient room tax fund. Transient room tax support those programs and staffing to bring investment and tourism into the community for the great events that we have, the public art, which has been so important to our downtown. Those funds have really supported those projects. You'll see an increase based on our potential work that we will do with Tracktown and the Olympic trials as they've been scheduled. Part of that is to bring an official Olympic trials event into Springfield. We don't have specific service level changes, although that may be adjusted as we talk about the COVID-19 budget later in the fall. We had some great accomplishments in fiscal year 2020. It was a great year. We moved forward on developing and initiating the city's mission, vision, and values program. This was a high priority of the council. We had never really focused just on the city of Springfield and what our community expects of us, not community-wide, but specific to the city. And so the council really pushed us to think about this differently and to do a full community engagement program, and we have started that process. We've supported through business expansion and recruitment, the recruitment of more than 760 new jobs into the Springfield employment base. A lot of that was Wayfair, but several new businesses moved into our community in fiscal year 2020. With the passage of House Bill 2896, we realized our top priority through the 2019 legislative session, and that was securing $3 million in funding for the development of a new manufactured dwelling park here in Springfield. There has not been a new manufactured dwelling park in Oregon in decades. What this bill does is we acquired $3 million, not a loan. It is we acquired that funding to work with a nonprofit and develop a new manufactured dwelling park. So when older manufactured parks are closed in Springfield, folks that live in those parks can move to a brand new park, a well-managed park, someplace where they would have a tremendous amount of pride to move to and continue to be a community member in Springfield. One of our high priorities was installing entryway artwork in the East Main Street entryway to Springfield. This is part of the city manager's art program, which is now in its 7th year. And we've seen some very positive feedback from that partnership that we had with Urban Lumber to put that sign in. A replica of that sign will be installed in the Glenwood area of Springfield in the next fiscal year. We're also in the middle of coordinating elections. Since we are in election season, it's always very important that we make sure that those are done properly. Initiatives for 2021, well, we've welcomed a new city manager, Nancy Newton. It has been great to have her on board. She has gone directly into working on this budget and starting to work with our employees, with our regional partners. We're glad that she is back in Oregon, and we can't wait to see the great things that happen with Nancy at the helm. And we're really looking forward to getting to work. So welcome to Nancy. Council priority projects continue. The council prioritized 3 top projects: the Springfield Indoor Track Facility, the Glenwood redevelopment area, and then a conference center. So we are working closely with the council to continue to move those projects forward. And then the mission, vision, and values update. We want to continue to move that project forward. We have already surveyed the community. The survey responses that we got back have told us that the priorities of the council goals, and the way we are moving the city align very closely with what the expectations are from our community. So that was great to see, great push to move this project forward and continue the branding project for the community. And you'll see that in the coming months. Additionally, we hope that we can use, we want to use the Community Vision Project to help us build a real strategic plan for Springfield. And as we have a new city manager coming in, a perfect time to really revamp our strategic plan for the city. Citywide economic development and urban renewal projects. We will continue expansion, recruitment, and developing opportunities for Springfield businesses to grow and for family wage jobs to continue to move into Springfield. We'll implement a phase 2 of the city's website update, and then continued support of the Olympic trials, which are now in 21, but do have a specific event in Springfield, a venue in Springfield, in downtown Springfield, and we would like to see that happen as we move forward. 3-year considerations. Obviously, we now have a new city manager, and she may choose to make changes to the city manager's office structures, to roles, to programs. And so our job is really to make sure that Nancy has all of the information she needs, that we help her understand the programs and projects that we have here at the city, and that we give her an opportunity to work closely with the council so she can make the best decisions possible as we move forward. And we're looking forward to doing that. The council priority projects will continue, and we are again working closely with our council on those priorities to make sure we're moving them forward. The city manager's office will develop additional security measures for the council in the Jesse Main meeting rooms over the next 3 years. That's been a request of our council, and as we look at it, we really want to make that happen for our council. And then council resources. Our city council works pretty hard. We have high expectations, the community has high expectations, and our council has been delivering on those expectations. And so we want to make sure as we move forward that we're continuing to support our counselors, that we offer training, that we offer improved communications, that we anticipate their needs, that we can track their questions so they can know when projects are complete, when requests are completed, and get that information to the community members. So we really want to support their meeting, their technology needs as we move forward. So that's an overview of the city manager's office. Obviously, we'll see you again in the fall as we look at different issues related to COVID-19 and how that may change our budget. But we have a great crew here in the city manager's office. We're proud of the work we do. We're proud of how closely we get to work with our council and how closely we get to work with our community members. So again, we appreciate your time and your effort as we work through our budget. and we'll see you soon.